Hi guys, I just wanted to pop on and have a little conversation about motivation and how to start in 2025. I am sitting in the parking lot at Lunds and Byerly's. I got my salad and I got a little cup of green chili and my little orange soda pop, and it's 5 o'clock and I'm gonna try to make the sunset at Lake Harriet by 5:15. So we'll see. Woo! We'll see if we can drive down the parkway in time for that. I'm gonna go out the backside here and of the parking lot and try to get on the parkway and head to the lake. So on our drive, let's have a little chat about motivation. I am a person that has a really hard time sometimes coming up with creative ideas and video ideas, and I'm somebody who craves creativity, and constantly I either want to be taking photos and practicing photography or creating videos that I can then spend time editing, because I actually really love and enjoy that whole editing process. And then that final upload and push to putting something out there into the world that I can share with the world, whether someone watches it or not. And so how do you come up with the confidence and the skills and the ability to get to that point where you're hitting publish and you're sharing your art with the world? I started making videos a little over a year ago, pretty consistently and regularly for my real estate business here in the Twin Cities. I joined a coaching call group that it was another real estate agent that lives in America that's with my brokerage, eXp Realty, and that once a week coaching call group helped me to overcome all of the confidence issues, but I can't say that I overcame all of the confidence issues. What it helped me overcome was the perfectionism. So I constantly, her name was Liz Brown, by the way. I hear her in my head whenever I'm having a lot of negative self-talk, which happens more often than I'd like to admit in my head. And I hear her say out loud, she said this in one of the coaching calls, your videos, your art, it's never gonna be perfect. And at some point, you just gotta hit publish and move on to the next video. It's never gonna be perfect. You can sit and you can re-record over and over and over again until you've re-recorded 20 times. And if that's what you need to do to get through to make your very first piece of content or to make your first piece of artwork, sit there and re-record it over and over, or erase the drawing over and over and over and start again before you finally build up the confidence to go ahead and post that piece of artwork, post that video, post that content on social media and put it out there to the world. Then by all means, do that. But I'm telling you now, just the motions of creating that video, finally plugging in that camera, uploading that footage to an editor you're unfamiliar with, making that first cut in that video editor, dragging and dropping that first song underneath, messing with those audio levels, and then heading to the export page, exporting, and then uploading to YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or wherever it is that you're going to be sharing your work. You're never going to train your brain to go through the motions of learning how to do those new tasks, rewiring your brain to go through those motions and learning how to do those tasks. And you're never going to learn the lessons that you need to learn to get better at the craft that you're wanting to create. So, for instance, learning how to make that first cut in DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro or whatever, CapCut, whatever video editing program you're using. You're never going to learn that lesson in the export of exporting a video file that's way too big for YouTube and learning how to compress that file down and make the upload process easier. You're never going to learn how to edit those audio levels so that the music isn't blaring loud over your speech. You're never going to learn those lessons of recording a video file that is 4 gigabytes huge and your computer not being compatible with that video file. You just have to start. And how you start is just by saying, fuck it. I'm just going to record a 2-minute video and I'm not going to share it with any of my friends and family. I'm not going to share it with anybody I know. I'm just going to post it. I'm going to post it and then who cares? Put it out there to the world and just let go and then move on to the next video. And if you can do that once a day, if you can do a 1-minute video on Instagram stories once a day, and doesn't even have to be related to a topic for a goal for a YouTube channel that you have. It doesn't have to be anything. You just have to turn that camera on, flip that. Wow, that sunset's gorgeous. Turn that camera on, stare and talk. And whatever comes out, comes out. And if you can't do that, that small little task, and put it out there to the world and let go, then maybe content creation or sharing your art with the world isn't for you. I'm just saying, no one cares. You don't have to share it with anybody you know. In fact, the haters, if you were to post something on the internet and you're scared that somebody's going to put you down or that they're going to say your art is shit and you're crappy at that I'll tell you now, in my experience so far in content creation, 99.9% of the time, people leaving negative comments on the internet are hiding. I guarantee you, they're hiding behind a fake profile, either with no profile picture, a stolen profile picture, or some random profile picture. These people don't even have the confidence to put good things into the world using their own face. I guarantee you. So whatever comes at you negatively, you get to just read that, scuff your eye, maybe roll your eyes once. That's about the only attention that you should give a negative comment on a piece of content of yours. Roll your eyes once and then move on, because it's just not worth your time. And even if it was somebody you happen to know that came across your artwork and it's somebody that you loved and cared about and they said something mean to you, you know what? I guarantee they're not going to. They're going to be like so amazed probably. They're going to reach out to you and say, wow, I'm so impressed. I've had so many people in the last couple of years reach out to me and say, I love your videos. And these are people that I haven't talked to since high school or before that. I've traveled a lot in America and around the world a bit. And so I have friends on social media all over the world. And sometimes I hear from people that I haven't heard from in 5 years. There's like, I saw your video. I am loving your videos. I'm so impressed. It's been so fun watching your journey since, I knew you working in the ski resorts of Colorado. And that is what you should be paying attention to when those people reach out, because you can create your own positive space on social media. So when somebody's negative or posting negative things or posting political things and you don't want to see negative things and you don't want to see political things, you know what? Just unfollow, because your feed doesn't need to be full of things that make you feel unhappy in the world. We have so much unhappiness in the world and so much negativity coming at us from every single direction, from all of the social media platforms, from every single TV, because the news is on, every single news outlet. It's negative, 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 negative. And I've just learned that, you know what? I'm going to create a space online on those social media accounts that mean something to me, that is a positive space that I enjoy. I'm going to follow all of my favorite photography channels. I'm going to follow all of my favorite tech YouTube channels. I'm going to follow all of my favorite craft channels, journaling channels, gardening channels, all of the channels, all of the accounts that are teaching me something, putting something positive into the world, educating so that I can become a better person, so that I can learn about myself and the things I'm passionate about. And I'm going to block and unfollow all of the news accounts. I'm going to block and unfollow all of the people being negative and constantly posting, political content. Even if it's somebody that I want to stay friends with, I'll just unfollow them. They don't even need to know that you unfollow them. Or if you want, you just unfriend them, because if it's somebody that you care about and want to spend time with in the world, you're going to, call them and go and have lunch with them. And you don't have to talk about politics. Maybe you guys share photography or whatever it is. The point is, you just need to press record. You just need to pick up that pencil, that pen, start that art project, start that journal, hit record, whatever it is. You just got to do it. And you're never going to be happy with those first videos, but it is how you learn who you are. And those mistakes that you make, believe me, that's the personality that people want to see. That's why people are attracted to you, because you have those flaws, because you make those mistakes, because you're not some polished actress or news anchor putting out the most perfect piece of content, or you get what I'm saying, into the world. People love following vlogs because people are authentic and they make mistakes and they are themselves. You are the person. You are the niche. You are what people will be attracted to. And just remember that. You're not going to love everything about yourself. You're really not. And that's okay, because those flaws, those things that you don't love about yourself, somebody else is going to love. It's that imperfection is why that person is going to hit subscribe, going to hit follow, going to download your video, going to share it with their friend, because it's going to be relatable. And that's how I think you should approach starting in 2025. Finding a community of like-minded people is helpful. I just joined Tamara Gabriel's vloggers community. Finding a community like that, surrounding yourself with people that have the same insecurities, that are achieving the same goals, that are doing the same thing as you, is what's going to help you take that next step and move forward. And you can do that. You don't have to do that. Maybe you just start by yourself and, you watch a few YouTube videos, and then you just got to go and do it. Nobody's going to come and rescue you. Nobody's going to force you to do it. Nobody's going to sit you down and make you record that video, or make you paint that painting, or make you write in that journal. You are the only one that can make the change. You are the only one that can change your stars in the world. And you are the only one that can start in 2025. Well, that was a very beautiful sunset. And this whole filming thing consisted of 2 brand new lessons for me. 2 firsts for me. First time I went out on the ice. More than a first. A few firsts for me. It's the first time I went out on the ice. First time I spit out a motivational speech, impromptu speech. And first time I filmed myself with my DSLR camera, my Canon EOS R8. I have been too scared to film myself with this camera. I got this camera maybe 6 months ago for real estate photography, and I absolutely love it for all photography, and I just haven't used it for video. Not a lot of video, a little bit of video. I can't say I haven't used it at all. I've never turned it on myself and filmed myself. And I learned today that it is too dark right now to film myself with this camera without proper lighting. So there, I learned that lesson. There you go. And you know, while I enjoy my soup here, I wanted to say, I know you can do it. I believe in you. We all believe in you. So go out there, get creative, do something you're passionate about, do something you love, sit down and write that thing, paint that thing, record that thing, have fun, and go and get it. Go and get it. I'm proud of you, and I love you. And until next time, ciao.